What's going on YouTube? This is Long Lever bringing you a gear review today. What we have here is pretty cool. It's called a Cree XML T6 headlamp. Uses that super bright Cree LED as its bulb. The way I got this is actually kind of cool. I was contacted by a company, I believe, that's based out of China, myled.com, and they wanted me to do some gear reviews, so they sent me this. I know y'all will trust me. I'm not going to, hype up this item. I'm going to give you the truth, what I like and what I don't like, even though they're going to be sponsoring me a little bit and sending me some cool flashlight stuff. So let's jump on in and I will go ahead and do a review. So looking at the box, comes in this box. Some of the things that they claim is a 30-hour burn life. The flashlight that I'm going to show you here in a little bit has been burning for approximately 9 or so hours. It's still super bright, but it is noticeably dimmer than when it was fully charged. I don't know about the 30 hours. I think that's a little overhyped. Perfect conditions and a super long battery, I think. The ones I do have are 6,000 mAh, and it takes 2 of them, so that's 12,000 mAh. So, they're pretty big batteries, but I don't know about the 30 hours. 1,000 lumens, of course, this is overhyped. Perfect conditions, perfect batteries, perfect charge. It's not 1,000 lumens. It's going to be probably more around the 600 or 700 range. It is extremely bright and uncomfortable to look at, and it is not fun to have shined in your eyes. 500 meter beam range, absolutely this is true. There's a stand of trees about 1/4 of a mile from my parents' property, and I shined it, and let me tell you something, I could actually see the light on the trees. It wasn't perfect, and of course you can't see very much detail, but my eye could pick up that the light was reaching the trees, and I could tell that there was a little bit brighter. So in the box, you open it up, it's nicely packed, not going to get damaged. Comes with a charger that you plug into the battery pack. You don't even have to remove the batteries. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead and show you the light. Here is the flashlight. We'll zoom out just a tiny bit. It's a headlamp. It's got the elastic straps that are easily changeable. Whoops, I just pulled it off, of course. Yeah, we'll just slip that right back in there. So a word, grab onto the strap and pull. Or you might pull the elastic out of the clip. I'll talk about here why this cord is all goofed up. It's very bright. I'm not going to turn it on. This is actually the 4th time I've tried to make this review. I turn on the light and it destroys the white balance of my camera for about a couple hours. So I'm not going to do that. I do have a clip here that I'm going to show you right now that is of me outside in the dark kind of shining the light around. So here we go. Alrighty, so this is a night test of this 1,000 lumen Chinese headlamp. And you ready? Turn off the night. Very stinking bright. And then, see if I can do this one-handed. Nope, got to put the camera down for a moment. And then we zoom it in. And there's that weird square. It does diffuse out pretty good, pretty quickly. Although there is corn approximately 60 feet from me, and I can see it relatively clearly. Here's the road. I don't know. I like it. It's very bright. We'll zoom it back out. Bright enough that you can see a lot, especially if you're like out in the woods doing stuff. It's just very bright. And then we'll go to the low setting. There's the low. Again, still bright. The area of the circle is probably about 16 feet wide. or so. And then we'll go to the bright flash. And then the bright flash also works with the zoomed in. So I'm impressed. And back to the review. Alright, so as you can see from the video, it's very bright. I like it. And I'm just very impressed with it. It is zoomable. So it does go, you know, spotlight to floodlight. I guess you could say it might be used for defense. If you took it off your head and just kind of held on to it, you could smack somebody with these this metal furrow kind of a pattern. It's kind of sharp, not too sharp. Actually, I think that might be plastic. Nope, it's metal. Okay, moving on. The batteries it takes, this is waterproof, or at least water resistant. I will go into that in a moment as to why. It takes these, the big 18650 batteries. As you can see, these are 6,000 mAh, so I've got 12,000 total. And it has burned for a long time. Clip them back in, there you go. I won't shine the light at the camera, but as you can see, you have a high, a low, and a flash high. Now, as to the durability of this flashlight is very durable, and I'll tell you why. I actually put this flashlight onto my firefighting helmet and went into a structural fire. That is why the cord is permanently stretched. The flashlight itself was stretched around my helmet. This was still springy, but the heat of the fire slightly bubbled a couple of spots. As you can see, like right here, it bubbled a little bit. But it permanently disformed this cord because it was slightly stretched and the heat melted it. The flashlight, as you can see, still works. But it didn't, it just melted this cord a little bit and stretched it out. The elastic still functions 100%. Even at the temperatures we were at, which is right around 300 to 400 degrees or so, possibly even higher than that, elastic still perfect. Why I know that this is at least water resistant is I was at another fire and I had this on my head. And I was standing outside underneath a fan hose, which is a hose that throws a fan of water out to stop heat from reaching other structures that are closer. And I was drenched. I mean, I was soaked. I had water in my boots. I had my gloves. I'd squeeze my hands and the gloves would pour out water. And this was on my head the entire time and functioned perfectly. Water did not affect this at all. Now, does that mean that you can take this and go throw it in a bathtub? No, I would not do that. However, if you're out in the rain or, you know, any other place where you might encounter some water on the headlamp, I would not worry that it will malfunction and go dead. Here's that jack for the charger right here. You just plug it in. There is no light to indicate when it is fully charged, so watch the batteries to make sure they don't get too hot. But altogether, I think this flashlight is like $24 on the website. Totally worth it. Absolutely worth it. I love this light, and it is actually going to go back on my my firefighter helmet after I'm done with this review. So it gets an A+ for me. There's really not much I would change. This does swivel, so you can point it down or, you know, point it straight forward. That's another feature I forgot to mention. I like this flashlight, so I definitely think it's worth it. The link to the product will be down below, as will a link to the website, which is myled.com. And so yeah, go buy this flashlight if you need a good, high quality, yet cheap and very bright headlamp. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like it, check out my other videos. I have other flashlight reviews and just general outdoor reviews. So thank you all for watching and have a great day.